Measurement Project by Marco, Ethan and Trevor. What are the most commonly used metric units for measuring length? To see which metric unit for length is most commonly used, it really depends how long you're measuring. You could use millimeter if you're measuring a very short distance, or kilometer if you're measuring a very long distance. In my opinion, I think a centimeter and meter is the most commonly used when measuring length because it is in the middle of the longest metric measuring unit and the shortest unit. I commonly use meter and centimeters because I think those are the main measuring units to use. Roughly how long are they? There are 4 commonly known metric system units, but there's one that is not too common. There are decimeter, millimeter, centimeter, meter, and kilometer. Has you noticed that there is the word meter in every single measuring unit for length? We should come back to the first question to say that meter is the most common. Why do we need so many different units? We use so many different units so it makes our lives easier to measure things. If we measure something small, we can use small measuring units instead of large measuring units because it makes it easier for us. Same for the other way around, like if we're measuring a small distance, there's no need for us to use kilometers because it makes it so much harder for us. So we can use centimeters, millimeters, or decimeters. How was it decided how long 1 meter would be? I couldn't find too much information on this question, but I did find a bit. According to the Wikipedia, 1 meter was originally defined in 1793 as 1/10 millionth of the distance from the equator to the North Pole. Thank you for listening.
Why are there 2 different spellings for meter and meter? METRE is the original adaptation of the French word meter. METER is the American adaptation of the Britain's meter and not so direct with the original adaptation from Britain. Where did the word meter come from? Well, as I said in the last question, meter came from the French when they used it almost 200 years ago. How can people make quick, approximate conversions between kilometers and miles? Here's a rule: miles times 1.6. How can people make quick, approximate conversions between centimeters and inches? Here's a rule: centimeters times 0.4.
What's our international system of units? International system of units are modern form of metric system. It is for scientific use. For example, the meter for distance, the kilograms for mass, the seconds for time, the ampere for electric current, and the Kelvin for temperature, the mole for the amount of substance, and the candela for intensity of light. What is the approximate circumference of the Earth in kilograms? I meant kilometers. 40,075 kilometers. What is a light year and why is it used? Light year is how long does light travel a year, and astronauts use it. What is an astronomical unit? What are the benefits of using it? It is for measuring the distance between sun and a planet. Its benefit is that it can help someone to measure it quicker instead of using kilometers.